Here's the opening range recap for Tuesday, September 6th. Make sure you stick around. I have additional things to share with you after I do the recap here. But we're looking at the Dow 1 minute chart. First pivot here was a win for the 25. I'm just going to go over the 25s first. Second pivot here was a win for the 25. Third pivot here was a loss for the 25, making the fourth pivot a most safe entry. Now, right here, it missed the pivot by one tick. And you can see it missed it by one tick, needed to come down to 76, got to 77, and then popped back up. I've talked about placing orders a tick or two in the money or above the pivots or below the pivots, etc. If you did not get filled on that, it went ahead and did what it was supposed to do and gave it a win. However, officially it did not hit it, and the hit isn't until here. So this would be your pivot right there for the most safe, and it was a win, and it was worth 19 points. So officially on the Dow, you had one most safe trade, and it was worth 19 points. If you happen to purchase it here early, you got your 19 points, and if you did it here, you got your 19 points. So either way, but then if this scared you, if you didn't fill it here and this scared you because it did it, then you probably didn't do this trade. So just depends on how you slice that. But anyway, so most safe 25% on the Dow, one win, 19-point profit. For the 50% loss on the 50 trade number, our pivot 1, pivot 2 was a win. Pivot 3 was a loss. Pivot 4 was a win. Now going to the NQ. NQ had pivot 1 was a loss for both, making this a most safe 25% entry, which was a loss for the 25%. So you would triple up here for your 25%, and you have a win. So you broke even on the 25%. 50% was a loss here, a loss here. So your 50% most safe entry would be right here, and it was a win, and it was worth 29.5 points. So just under $600 on one mini for the NQ on the 50%. ES 25% won each pivot. So this one won, this one won, this one won, just got it, and then this one won as well. So all four of the 25% pivots were winners. Pivot 1 for 50 was a win, pivot 2 for 50 was a win, pivot 3 was a loss, pivot 4 was a win. So no most safe trades on the ES. As far as most safe trades go, NQ had break even on the 25 and 29.5 points on the 50%, and then the Dow had 19 points on the 25. So the other thing I wanted to share again, and there's a video in the description that references what I'm about to talk about, but this is a good example of the 50% retracement stuff that I've talked about, where before 10 a.m. you look for it to hit the pivot 1 and then to bounce to the 50% retracement and then continue to go in that direction. This diamond here is a 50% retracement, so this is the S&P, came down, hit it, and the sell would be, I think it was 28, and you can see it popped a little bit higher than that, and then very quickly, again, this is a 1 minute chart, so it was back down to the pivot all within that minute. So so you're talking, less than probably 30, 40 seconds from your entry to sell it. And then the second half of your contracts would be exiting here. I did do this one a little bit. I don't trade the S&P as much just because I'm not quite sure where I should put the stop as well. I like the NQ the best. The problem is it didn't give me one today. The Dow, I was all set for it, but right here, it actually needed to come up to 52. 52 would have been your 50% retracement. It got to 49. I actually had a sell contract in at 50. So sadly, I missed that one. So it missed it by 3 ticks and missed me by a tick. But you can see it came back down right to the pivot. So that's, 30, what is that, 30 some odd from 50 down to 13. So what is that, 37 points or so very quickly, and then coming down to the pivot too. So I missed that one, but it was a really good look on the chart. Outside just missing it, but the S&P had it as well. But there is a video that explains and goes into more details in the description of this video, so you can take a look at it. Have a good one. Take care.